Hi, welcome to this week's episode of Ref Lounge. Now it's match day 20 in the Premier League and there's lots to discuss, and as we know, VAR is one of those big areas. Now, VAR, is it working? Isn't it? If you look at social media, it's absolutely not working. There's so many people so unhappy with it, and the way that it's been rolled out and everything in the Premier League all seems really wrong. And this is something we've really got to look at on what we can do on here. So I think it's about a collective. Now, the collective being is managers, players, coaches, teams, Premier League. Have a thought. We need to have this chat. The PGMOL needs to get on board with this chat, put aside personal views on how it should be and shouldn't be done, and we need to get on with it. And we need to get on with it quick. The MLS, that's the American League, have got this right. Okay, they might have the odd error, but nothing like what we're having on here. However, wrong word, error. Their game is not slowed down anywhere near as much as ours is being. Someone's got to look at the best practice of what they are doing. So the UK's very own Howard Webb over there is doing an awesome job on what he's doing by working with all parties to get it right. So I'm going to ask on here, literally plead out there, Mike Riley, pick up the phone, ring Howard and say, Howard, exactly how are you doing it? Because we're in a mess over here. Now, I'm not saying it's necessarily Mike Riley's fault, because the laws of the game are wrong. Are we going to go to two laws? Two law books, one for the elite and one for grassroots? Because with the elite, with VAR, it's a whole different laws. Because you ain't going to give that. I ain't giving that where I am, because I haven't got VAR, so I'm not going to give that offside. Not a chance. So we need to look at the law book and everything else of what we're doing, because VAR at the moment is killing our game. Okay, let's look at just some of the goals that were ruled out. Right, I'm going here. This is Pukki's goal. This is Norwich City to go 2-0 up, who are fighting relegation, and this is ruled out for offside when his feet are so far away, so far behind this other player on here. And of course we're going for the armpit, because the armpit can score. We see it all the time that the armpit's scoring. Yeah, right. So have a look on that one. Tottenham are also going for a Champions League place. This has got really big connotation on the pitch. On here. So here we've got the Wolves goal that was ruled out at Liverpool yesterday. How? We can't even see where the separate is, because the arm isn't. We've got a hip in here and everything else on here. Now the thing is before the goal, the opening goal, and it went to VAR at that particular game, there was a bit where they were saying it was handball on Van Dijk. They said it was inconclusive. Can we say it's inconclusive on that one rather than a yes or no decision? It's inconclusive. Let's go with the goal. Let's go with the on-pitch decision. Okay? Up here, look at this particular one on here. This is the Brighton game. So this is Brighton and Bournemouth. And if you can separate it, well done you. Okay, because I just can't see it. I really don't. We're talking at such fine margins. As is the same on here. We've got straightforward on there. Now, this could take seconds, right? MLS, right? What you do is you look at it and go, within seconds, so as an assistant referee, I go like that. No, he's onside, get on with it. Done. Finished. Gone on, let's carry on, let the goal stand, everyone back to the beginning, okay? But if I come across on here, there you go, goal is scored by Andy Carroll. Assistant correctly puts his flag up, absolutely spot on puts his flag up, because there's a shot in here, he's offside as that shot's come in, and he gets the rebound and it goes in. So great decision by the assistant on that side. But in the MLS, I have a quick look. Oh yeah, offside, get on with it. The celebrating and going back to the beginning, it's already done. It's easy. It is easy. It's dead quick. It's dead easy. All right? So, and I get people who say, oh, but you're going against the laws. There's a millimetre offside. Well, good luck on deciding it's a millimetre. And I'll tell you why good luck on a millimetre. Right. Goal line technology, right, is 500 frames per second. Okay? VAR for the offside is 50 frames a second. So that's 450 frames more for the goal line technology. Okay? 450 frames more. So on here, between there and there, so between those offsides, so if I go back here, on there's another 450 frames for goal line technology than there is for that. So you cannot guarantee that that is right, and we can go with that in our law on our Premier League and everything else to say, yeah, do you know what? It isn't 100%. So let's go with it. Let's go with what the MLS are doing, and let's go with view only. Okay, because at the moment, not everyone's happy. Okay, someone very supportive, and Bobby Medley is ex-Premier League. Okay, why? Don't get me wrong, I'd have him back tomorrow, and at the same time of it is, as far as that goes, have him on VAR. Okay, anything. But on there, interesting that the same lines used by TV media pundits to castigate match officials for being wrong on offside in pre-VAR days are now deemed untrustworthy and inaccurate by the same media and experts when making offside decisions. And you did it, so media pundits, the whole lot of you did it. You drew a line on there, told the whole world that they were wrong. So obviously us grassroots refs on a Sunday morning, we copped ticks. We didn't get that, but you never got that either. You never got that your knock-on effect of your expertise of drawing the line and saying, oh look, he's offside, onside. Yeah, that's been caused, but now we've got this, and it's even to the millimetre, and you don't want it. So you've got to be part of this to say this is what we need on the entertainment, and then back off the officials. Okay, on here though we've got this is from Dean, and he's actually put, Dean, although offsides are the main focus of VAR this weekend, there are more issues like not reviewing monitors and clear mistakes not being rectified. How a system designed to help officials is being used is, to be quite honest, a disgrace. And Dean's actually put PGMOL couldn't have got this more wrong, and that's Dean M1982 on Twitter. So if you want to give either of those guys a follow, Bobby Medley or Dean, you know, go on there, give them a follow, because they're full of really, really good stuff out there. And to be honest with you, I agree with both. Okay, so I agree with Bobby without a doubt on there. You've got to be careful what you wish for and stuff like that. And then Dean on there is actually right, because there was times at weekend when VAR could have been used better than what it was. Okay, so moving on, perfect example, Lee Mason. Okay, at Newcastle this weekend, Lee Mason got a lot of praise from myself and Keith last week. All right, so going on there, 2 arms in the back. This is 2-1 down. Okay, for Newcastle, there's 2 arms in the back, and we've said about it in the education and the training side of things. It's all about the elbows, and yeah, you know, if you're going to do a push, your elbows are going to move. You can't stop it. That's a clear push. That's a penalty. Okay, so straightforward, that's a penalty. No idea why it's not. They even said it's gone to review. So the way VAR works is Lee Mason would have actually said what he believes is C, and if it's not clear in obvious area, it's not overdone. I'm sorry on that. I mean, this Craig Pawson's the VAR on here. Craig Pawson to me should be saying to Lee, do you know what, I think you might need to go and have a look at that again, and then make your own mind up. And that there, if it's given as a penalty, won't be overturned, and it's not given and it's not overturned. But sorry, that's a penalty. Okay, if I'm seeing that on the field, or somebody says go and have a look at it again, I'm giving that. Okay, I'm very surprised that didn't actually happen on there. But you've also got to remember on this particular game as well, there was a corner. Now we know where they're all going on this one. There's a corner for Keane where it's very clear that it should have been a goal kick to Newcastle. That was another error within that particular game on there, and they're the errors that can't be happening. They just can't be happening. On there, I'm sorry Lee, on this one, loads of praise last week, but this week you should have been getting that header. He was clearly above. It wasn't a quick that the heads were together. Sometimes you get heads really close together, and I get that, but this one wasn't. It was clear, it was wrong, and I know that at the end of the day they had to defend that corner. They then had to defend the free kick, and that's where it came from. But at the end of the day, that corner was a goal kick, and that is a penalty. Okay.